Today, Emily is stepping back into music after a long time away. This return comes from a place of trust, gratitude, and love for the people who encouraged her and for the music itself. Unity has always held a special place in Emily's heart. Having sung here many times during the peak of her music journey, coming back to share music here again feels like returning home after a long trip away. Her hope is that this music offers a moment of lightness, a quiet breath, a soft easing of the heart, and a reminder that we don't have to carry everything alone. Today we welcome our guest singer, Emily Rand.
See it, I dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. It's always gonna be another mountain, always gonna wanna make it move, always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down. No, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. 'Cause it's always gonna be another mountain, always gonna wanna make it move, always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a It's always gonna be another mountain, always gonna wanna make it move, always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb, yeah, yeah. Keep on moving, keep climbing, keep your faith, baby. It's all about the climb. Keep your faith, keep your faith. Whoa.
Wow, thank you, Emily. That was beautiful. You have a voice of an angel. Well, good morning, everyone.
They're
And
gonna love
welcome
my
home
resume.
to Unity of
I gotta
London,
find the right word.
501
Not
Nelson Street,
synergy.
London, Ontario.
Cahoots?
Welcome back to
I
our
need a little
longtime
help.
members,
Oh yeah.
our
I can just
returning
hit up
guests,
Acrobat AI
and
Assistant.
first-timers,
What's a better
all
way
of
to
the
say
people
let a bunch
watching
of
us
teams?
now on Zoom,
Cross-functional. That's it.
and those who will watch us
done.
later on YouTube.
Thanks for the cross.
This month of February's power is strength. The color is light green, pants, and is located around the small of your back. The apostle is Andrew. He represents the stability that lies at the foundation of every true character. And the affirmation is, I have the strength to accomplish all that is mine to do. At Unity of London, we celebrate the spirit of abundance, life, and love in our community as we grow together. We learn the joys of giving as well as receiving from each other. We are open to new ideas. Through the sharing of mutual support, we find connections which lead to transformations within ourselves and evolving peace. And next we have the 5 principles, if you would like to read them with me. God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. I am naturally good because God's divinity is within me and in everyone. I create my experiences by what I choose to believe and what I feel and believe. Through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. I do my best by living the truth I know. I make a difference. And how do we make a difference? When I practice being the change, smiling at or greeting others I meet, volunteering my time to help out, I'm inspiring people to make a positive change in the world. Be the change. We coexist by providing fellowship and education for spiritual seekers in all walks of life. We provide book studies, online prayer Monday to Friday and Tuesday evenings, as well as online courses and spirit groups. And we have another song by Emily. Please help me welcome her back.
lifts me up to more than I can
Thank you, Emily. That was beautiful. Unity was formed on prayer.
If you've never heard of grounding or earthing,
Unity was formed on prayer. Silent unity started over 130 years ago by our co-founder, Myrtle Fillmore, who used to reply to letters, or prayer requests with letters, later by a team of typists, and now we can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY and receive one-on-one prayer 24/7, 365 days a year. This wonderful service is also available online. Here at 501 Nelson Street, we have a prayer box at the front of the sanctuary where you can put the first name of the person you wish to pray for on a slip of paper and put it in there. The prayer requests are prayed over by our prayer chaplains and then are sent on to Silent Unity for 30 days of prayer. Today, after this service, you can pray with Dawn, one of our prayer chaplains. She will be in the fellowship room and will be wearing a prayer stole. And whenever you would like to pray with her, you just can tap her on the shoulder and she will take you into the prayer room to pray with you. And online, our prayer chaplain is Wilda, who will also be available to pray with anyone online who wishes to pray after service. Just put a request in your chat and we'll arrange a private room to pray with Wilda. Now let's go into prayer. Close your eyes if you're comfortable or dim your gaze. Take a deep breath and relax into your chair. Put your feet flat on the floor to ground yourself and your hands facing upward on your lap. As we come together this morning, we are grateful for the opportunity to spend this time with our Unity community. We bless everyone attending spiritual gatherings, knowing that there are many paths to the one God. We bless all those watching on Zoom at home and those who will watch us later on YouTube. This month we hold in prayer Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa and Unity of Calgary. Today as we pray, we are grateful for this time together. We go to our heart space and center ourselves on God. Take a deep breath and whisper the names of the people in our lives who need prayer. Beloved Spirit, we are grateful for the power of strength that is flowing within us, through us, and around us. When we come through a trying time, the amount of strength within us often surprises us, and we say, I didn't know that I had it within me. And step by step, day by day, we continue to get through this life, knowing the joys and the pain, growing in strength with each new experience. We rely on you, beloved Spirit, and each other, the people that you've put in our paths, connections we've made, experiences shared, and bonds strengthened, because whenever two or more are together, you are there with us on this ride of life. I claim divine strength, and so it is. Amen. And now I invite our platform assistant, Dawn Briglio, to come and read the daily word and introduce our speaker.
Good morning, all. Today's daily word is intention. My intention is to act with love and kindness. Setting an intention, deciding at the start of the day to be loving, considerate, and compassionate colors all my interactions and activities. It's making a commitment to myself that no matter how the day unfolds, no matter what happens, no matter what other people may do, I will remain steadfast. I begin with God. After a time of prayer and meditation, I envision divine love opening my heart and kindness inspiring my words. The sacred connection I feel in prayer elevates me above the cares and concerns of daily life, making it easier for me to be serene and unperturbed by any irritations I encounter. My intention is to carry the gifts of spiritual living with me always, by blessings to share. I act with steadfast love, justice, righteousness in the earth, for in these things I delight, says the Lord. So it's found in Jeremiah verse 24 of chapter 9. Today, let me introduce our speaker, our well-known, beloved spiritual director. I didn't direct her. She's the director. With her message, Strength That Arises Out of Weakness. Please help me to welcome our beloved Pauline Duncan-Thrasher.
Thanks, Dawn. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dawn, and welcome everybody to Unity of London. I could not have asked for more inspiring songs from a more heartfelt singer. I sat there thinking, I don't need to give a message at all. It's been given about the mountains, about the turmoil and the stressors and the challenges that all of us face. None of us are immune. We cannot go through life without trials and tribulations. And yet within us, in the midst of our bending down almost to our knees and maybe on our knees, are those fabulous moments of resurrection. The resurrection of our spirit, the reconnection of our divine presence within, realizing that we are one with God. We are one, and that alone, that solitary message, is enough to raise us up, to climb, as Emily so beautifully shared, the next mountain, and the next, and the next. And they will never end, because that's life. And out of every weakness, out of every time when we may feel desolate or socially so abjectly lonely that we don't even have the strength to pick up that blasted phone and phone someone, at those times, we go within. We go within to the God who is always with us. We go within to divine presence, to spirit-filled positive energy that wraps around us like a warm, loving embrace. And once we get that, once we are able to realize that we can do that anywhere, any time, in any circumstance, we have what we need to climb the mountains, to move out of our feeling of weakness into a feeling of greater strength. That's the power. The power of recognizing that we're not just human, we are also divine. We are human and divine. And in our human moments, in those many times when we stumble or weep or yell or twist our fingers together wondering, what can I do? In those times, we can go to what John Bruna calls equanimity. I love that word. Love that word, equanimity. And I started to look it up in the dictionary, and I thought, no, I'm not looking it up in the dictionary because I know what I mean. And you probably know what you mean when you hear the word equanimity. That sense of calmness, that sense of letting go of the stressors and the stuff that bothers us, and going within, that place of calm, that place of allowing, that place of letting go, that place of letting in all the light that we need, all the light, all the love, all the positive energy that we need to move through our lives as spiritually strong individuals. Today we have a white stone service, a ceremony, and I hope that everyone, I know that that Scott was going around, you could have chosen a tile or a stone. Doesn't matter which. If you don't have one, I invite you to get one now, and a marker. And what we'll be doing in a few moments, and there's a little plate back there of stones, you will be printing a word on the stone. So if you got a teeny little stone, you could still write a teeny little word. Love is pretty small, but it says magnitudes about who we are. And I'm not suggesting that you write love. That's just a thought. And please don't write it yet. I see some people looking down. We will go through a little meditation and a preparation just to prepare ourselves. And many years ago, in the book of Revelations, the only time in the Bible where white stone is mentioned, the only time, it said, this is Revelations 2, verse 17, "To the one who is victorious, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will also give that person a white stone with a new name written on it, known only to the one who receives it." Now, Charles Fillmore, in his book, The Revealing Word, translated this Bible message in this way: the time when we redeem ourselves from bondage. We've had two services. First of all, the candlelight service, where our members and any guests had a chance to choose a power. And I'll refer to the powers in a few moments. We also had an opportunity at our Burning Bowl service where people thought of some aspect of their lives that they wanted to let go of, maybe a habit, and then to write what they hope to incorporate in the new year. Normally white stone, and next year it will be in early January. Normally it is then, as we face the new year. But we don't have to wait for January 1st every single day can be a new day for us. So not suggesting that you say, oh, never works for me, but I'll try it. I'll do it. Enter this white stone ceremony with an open heart. We are sustained by our inner spiritual food. That's the manna in the Bible, which is understanding the truth and is the foundation from which we build up and develop our true Christ self. We know that there were names that were changed in the Bible. Saul, who persecuted Christians, was renamed Paul. Simon was renamed Peter by Jesus, meaning the rock. The white stone ceremony has been called a spiritual crossing, a moving over from the past, from what we may have been holding on to, maybe errors or ways of being, moving into the present. As we make space for unlimited possibilities to flow. And we rejoice in a fresh beginning. An opportunity to live in a revived spiritual way. To discover a quality within that we may not have been aware of. So I invite you in the next few moments, if you want to close your eyes, if you feel comfortable doing that, to do that. If you'd rather just lower your gaze, that's fine. This is a time of listening. I will be speaking, but then there will be pauses. And in the pauses, I invite you just to be all right with that. Don't force. Don't try for that word. Just relax into your being. The word may be a word that you've heard before. You will be writing the word on the stone at the end and taking it home with you and putting it in a special spot where you can see it. Right now, as our eyes are lowered or closed, we still our minds. Still our minds. We turn inward and meet ourselves with honest caring. Divine love dismantles fear and allows us to hear with an open heart. We let go of effort and we let clarity rise naturally. We sit in the silence, that bliss of harmony with divine spirit. We listen for the word that resonates with truth in our body. We calmly wait. No rush, no fuss, to listen. The I Am teachings are a foundation of unity. When Charles Fillmore leaned into the 12 powers, our spiritual capacities, he realized that it was easier to say, I am love, than to say, I am God. God is love. I am love. God is the source of my strength. I am spiritual strength, standing strong and steady in the midst of changing conditions. God is order. I am order, by which I organize, adjust, and evolve. God is beauty. I am beauty, by which I meet everyone and everything with the delight of discovery. The 12 powers spring from the principle of oneness. And I'll read them now, and one of them might strike you as a word you want to write, but there may be a totally different word. Faith, perception, conviction, expectancy, understanding, comprehension, realization, insight, will, free choice, commitment, willingness, imagination, vision, embodiment, zeal, enthusiasm, devotion, power, self-mastery, concentration, love, magnetism, harmony, unity, wisdom, judgment, discernment, intuition. Strength, stability, courage, tenacity, order, organization, adjustment, evolution, release, negation, cleansing, letting go, life, animation, vitality, principle. I invite you to hold your stone if you're not holding it. Just feel it in your hand. Allow a feeling, an image, a knowledge, a word that Divine Spirit has for you. And when you're ready, print that new spiritual name on your stone. And that word will guide your choices. That word will represent a fresh found freedom. you can imagine Emily singing, "You Raise Me Up." And divine presence does indeed raise us up out of the weakness. If you're still seeking a word, that's all right. And you can carry your stone home. I have one that I wrote on a long time ago. It says order. I really do need order in my life. I invite you to turn to someone beside you and just look them in the face and say, out of weakness, strength. We take a moment now just to calm ourselves. We normally would go into meditation, but we've been in meditation, so I'm not going to invite you to do it again. Just to try to find within yourself that feeling of stillness every day. To let go of your daily cares, and throughout your day, find times when you are saying, I am going into the stillness now. It's spiritually reviving. And so it is, and so we let it be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pauline. Another wonderful talk. And I was busy scribbling all kinds of stuff down, and I just want to say thank you to that white stone ceremony. It took a long time before the word came to me, but it did, so I'm very grateful for that. Now we have one more song by Emily.
Brush my teeth and I talk to the little white birdie. My windowsill, every time he speaks, he helps to cure my worry. Oh, how I wish he didn't always have to fly away. I sit down and he bats his wing and he nods his head. Said recently I found that I think too much about things I said. Will I ever find my ground if I can barely even make it through the day? He says just think of the sunshine when you're stuck in the storm. When you're cold in December, just try to remember how it feels to be warm. This world's confusing, just take it as it comes. I hope you haven't forgotten I've one thing in common with you. One day you will fly too. I stay up too late when there's no more light and the house gets quiet, and I think about my day, and I play some chords and I write some words that I didn't get to say. I think I've come to understand. I underestimate the power of my silly little fears. I'm not grateful for all that I have until it disappears. My heart is unsturdy, but I'll be okay, 'cause I still have my birdie who tells me to think of the sunshine. When you're stuck in the storm, when you're cold in December, just try to remember how it feels to be warm. This world's confusing, just take it as it comes. I hope you haven't forgotten I've one thing in common with you. He said that he had wings when he was born and he didn't know why. He said he'd walk among the flowers and he'd look up at the sky. Said that he didn't think he was like the birds that were up high. Didn't think that he could fly, so he didn't even try. Until he started questioning the things he saw as true. Then his worries started lessening, and next thing that he knew, he was flying, no denying. There's often big things hidden in the little things we do. One day you will fly too.
Hello? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Thank you so much. You didn't even really need to say anything because the crowd obviously loves you. Just amazing. Okay, now it's time to share our talents, time, and treasures at Unity of London that keeps us thriving. So here we have our collectors, and we affirm prosperity and abundance for Unity of London and all spiritual communities, in all forms and in all realms, body, mind, and spirit. Well, you know we have more people in here when it takes longer to do the collection. That's great. Last week we were a pretty sparse crowd, I'll tell you. Anyway, here they come. And let's pray the prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds me. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Okay, so we have a few announcements today. There we go. Sacred Circle is on today at 12, and that goes for about an hour. Everything stays in the circle that's said. So, ta-da. This thing doesn't want to work for me today. Okay, the next one. This week, Unity. This is the first Thursday of every month, so February the 5th is the first Thursday, and it starts at 1:30. They'll be doing cookies, conversations, and games. Enjoy. And the next one, we have Reverend Thomas DeShutter going to speak again for us on Sunday, February 8th. That's exciting. Senior Minister from Unity of Vancouver Island. And his message is Strength to Love. Another one about strength. That'll be great. And Wednesday nights, February 4th, we have our music night. And this week is Craig Manning, Sam Hornby, Doug Long, and of course, Jim Chapman. And if anybody wants to get tickets ahead of time, they can just email jimchapman@rogers.com. And there you go. All right. So now we have the perfect protection. Sorry. The light of God surrounds me. I am the light. The love of God enfolds me. I am the love. The power of God protects me. I am the power. The presence of God watches over me. I am the presence. And wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yay, God. And let's all get in a circle for a peace song. It's going to be a big circle today. Yay! Okay. Now, if anybody would like to leave for fellowship and not listen in on what people have to say, you're welcome to do that now. And then we will bring up the people on Zoom and see if they have anything they would like to say. Comments about our speaker.